Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Revelio.
Remove my demiguise statues.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're quite clever.
Oh, thank you. A lot of craftsmanship and care went into them. I assume.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were an inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly, until you started clearing them out.
The statues are a form of bullying. You're no better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Lumos. Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was a classmate of yours that you bullied. Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, we had such flowing locks. Oh, we used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm going to go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband, Aidan, was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Lumos.
Who lived here, I wonder? Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot, I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. I can tell you that Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. Simply at my wit's end.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed for...
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. No.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to... We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
Such arrogance. Wait a moment.
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day. Mind you, I suppose it
Revelio.
get a bit boring. One less human to worry about. You will regret coming here. I'm famished.
Revelio.
You should know better than that by now. We've all told you before, and look what happens when you don't listen.
Revelio.
How long for a bacon and mushroom stew?
Patricius Totalis. Revelio. One camp down, one more to go.
How nice of you to stop by.
Protego! Revelio.
But if you don't fill up so much, you can actually go further. It's true. Eat a big meal, you'll be slowed down, but eat light and you'll be swift. But who wants to be swift?
Patricius Totalis.
Such arrogance. You will regret.
Revelio.
I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day. Someone...
Patricius Totalis.
Someone there. Over here.
Revelio. Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that. This place has seen better days. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. If only Professor Fig could have seen that. Revelio. It's like a place right out of a storybook.
I do miss the bustle of business. Poor customers, afraid to venture out.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
I managed to catch them off guard.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
What are you looking for exactly? Thank you. Sincerely. Oh, you like that? A fine choice. Thank you for passing through.
Revelio.
And as the old Quidditch goes,
This looks intriguing.
Hengist of Woodcroft.
Revelio. Seems a pleasant enough little place. Going to hurt you. I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Incendio! Revelio! Incendio! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Confringo! Merlin himself would be proud. Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Wonder who lives here. Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Likely this astronomy table will be best used when it's dark. Knowing Amit, he's likely studied here.
They come after me, they'll rest in 10 graves. I'm always giving the dull.
Revelio.
Wasn't nothing.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Lumos. Gave the Horklumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find... Better have a look around. See about the Horklumps and the box of letters. Lumos. That's all the Horklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Lumos. Lumos. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or fall together. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! I should think they felt that in London. Expelliarmus! Lumos! This must be Sorona's box of letters. Revelio. I should take this box. I think that's everything. Sorona. Revelio.
I shall get that goblin help back. Hopefully from your corpse. Ah, but you trusted the wrong kind. And we see you about to echo your folly.
Revelio.
You can learn.
Perhaps I shall scout around Felcroft for something.
Tremicus totalis. Shame nobody saw Revelio. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Lumos.
He'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy...
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle.
We do.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
I'll fix him. That charm.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's do it. But no one would suspect a student.
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. I just need that venomous
Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar. This must be it. This must be the cellar. Now to find that venomous tentacula. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
What could be stirring in the cellar? Stop! Stop, bandit!
Revelio. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Alohomora. Where is that venomous tentacula? Revelio. 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 Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes. Confringo! Revelio.
Completed that errand for me yet?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. Let's see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Thank you again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
Aloha, Mora. Revelio. Revelio.
I told you not to go down that path.
Miss Peck from Bruton. I know we're not supposed to go down there. I just thought...
You could have got us in a lot of trouble.
Very sorry, Father. Only she said I might... Instead I just...
Revelio.
And don't forget to say hello the next time you're in the Three Broomsticks. Thrilled to be back there.
My officer, as always.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented...
Fascinating, truly fascinating.
Excuse me, madam. I thought I heard you say something.
Yes, indeed. Talking to myself again. I find myself to be quite the engaged. Madam Althea Twiddle, please.
Nice to meet you too, Madam Twiddle.
You know, you might be interested in this. You young people love this sort of thing. My husband often ruminated on the mysterious statue just outside our hamlet. Some sort of archaic puzzle involving vases, he would insist. I stumbled upon it today when I had a burst of energy and extended my morning constitutional a bit longer than usual.
An archaic puzzle. Sounds fascinating.
You see, I suspected you'd be interested, and wait till I tell you about the rumours surrounding this particular puzzle. My husband Greville insisted that solving the puzzle would reveal a magical challenge of sorts. The man was intrigued by everything. He was about to try and solve it himself when... perhaps perhaps you could take a look. I'd be rather interested to hear what, if anything, you find.
If I happen to see it, I'll have a look.
Ah, the spirit of youth. I do hope...
I should look into the statue Madame Twiddle mentioned. Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do? This looks like the statue Madame Twiddle mentioned. Why are there so many vases around here? I suppose I should try to find all these houses. Revelio. 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 I think there should only be a few more vases. I'm nearly finished. One more vase. That's it. I should tell Madame Twiddle about what happened. Incendio! Confringo! Defendo!
I'm gonna play with that.
Protego! Expelliarmus! Confringo! You only have one rock flame. Confringo! Stupefy! 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 Incendio! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Confringo! Defendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defendo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo!
Rest easy, my large friend.
How nice of you. Now, bye. Oh. Is that the best you can do?
Confringo! Incendio!
That was unimpressive.
Incendio!
Pity. Want to release house.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Incendio!
There's a student from the town.
Confringo!
You should have kept your distance.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Mrs. Twiddle, your husband was right. The statue was part of a puzzle.
Oh, really? How exciting!
Yes, I had to destroy a number of large vases, and that seemed to activate some sort of charm on the statue.
Well done. Oh, I miss having someone like you around with a thirst for knowledge and a quick mind. Well, my curiosity has been satisfied. Thank you for that. Who knows what I'll encounter on my next constitutional? Oh, my husband would be so pleased to know he was right about that statue.
If one more person asks me about her...
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. She's robbed almost everyone now.
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief. Good riddance, I said. Never... I want her caught.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Nothing to be done by the likes of us. This is a job for the fine officer Singer, or some such authority. Besides, the thief, my sister, only strikes at night. Coward. Long past your bedtime.
What do you have for sale?
I'd keep an eye on your belongings if I were you. Catherine will steal the eyebrows off you.
I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty once night falls.
Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your patronage. Glad you were able to stop by.
Revelio. Now that it's night, I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty. A pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry. Revelio. More gold. I must be getting closer.
You ought to cut back on pudding. This took you for a drink
Revelio.
the other day.
I know what that means. Merlin trial. Revelio.
Why, it's a grapple you are. One less shooter to worry about.
Revelio. Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio. Revelio. What do you have in store for me this time?
Up for a bit of dying, are we? Goblins will finally rule over wizards. What an unfortunate design! Are you quite finished? You won't defeat us all!
Confringo! Incendio!
In a wizard's Expedition to do?
Confringo!
Think you're clever, don't you?
Confringo!
When do you think you give up?
Incendio!
But it's sad. Really, it is. That's pitiful.
Expelliarmus!
I should have been.
Confringo!
Won't get away with that.
Confringo! Revelio! Expelliarmus! Revelio! A Niffler. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all. Revelio. The Niffler. Now to look for the Haggerty family heirloom. I have some good news, Mr. Haggerty. I unmasked your thief.
Nothing to unmask, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister, Catherine.
Actually, sir, the thief was a niffler.
What?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed it to its lair.
Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our homes, where to find our treasures. But I suppose, mangy little blighter. Well, if you found the niffler's lair, as you say, you must have found my heirloom.
I'm sorry, Mr. Haggerty. I wish I could say that I had.
It was too much to hope for anyway. I appreciate what you did uncover. Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but I never wanted to believe she was behind this. Now, thanks to you, I won't have to. Glad I'll be able to look my neighbours in the eye now. Pity about that heirloom, though.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
You've had too much fire with
Revelio.
You can do my take. Could hardly carry the sacks on that last raid.
Revelio.
I would say that Irondale is not appropriately named. They come after me. I'll stick them like a nogtail.
Revelio. I should investigate. Revelio.
In future, perhaps best not to get too carried away when a fair lady crosses one's path.
Abandoned long ago. Revelio. That Inferior's wearing a woolly jumper. That must be Defender! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him. Revelio. This looks intriguing. This mentions Inferi, and something about it being Bardolph's turn next. It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Thank you for all that you've done for us.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Bardolph? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No. No. This can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph! My dear, dear brother!
Lumos.
What are you up to now?
Psst, over here. Quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And one other thing. Harlow mentioned you to his colleagues. They did not mistake you for someone else, did they?
No, they didn't. Rookwood and Harlow are after me.
Why did you lie to me? And what do they want with a Hogwarts student?
Professor Fig told me to keep things quiet, but I know I can trust you, Natty. Rookwood and Harlow want something Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before I came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. I know it's a lot to take in.
For now, it's safe to say that Rookwood, that letter is...
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can... I do not see any guards, but we should still try to...
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio. I wonder what that does. So that didn't work. Perhaps something... That did it. We got it, Leviosa. Revelio. I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty. Revelio. Dead end. Must be another way in. Wingardium Leviosa. That looks as if it might raise the gate. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Protego. Depulso. Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Caporzo. Accio.
Well done. I will be right up. I knew you could do it. This way.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Hallow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Yeah, restrain the beast!
Highwing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get this thing back to now.
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blast it! There's gotta be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere. I hope Natty stays out of trouble. Revelio.
That curiosity young people tend to nurture.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Not the safest place to sneak into. Revelio. Revelio. Totalis.
Enjoy this.
Revelio. Hello, Hamora. Revelio. I hope Natty's having an easier time of it. Aloha Mora.
You're going home in a wooden box! You there! Stop!
Oh, I shall enjoy this.
Levioso! Would you like me to put you down?
Real quick, don't go.
You'll pay for that! Levioso!
Expelliarmus! Hello, Hamora. Revelio. Oh no, Deke was right. We need to save you from these barbarians. Revelio. Revelio. Highwing. It's all right. There we go.
There you are.
Come on.
Hello, Hamora.
Hurry. Ho! Ho! There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
castle! This is amazing!
It's incredible, isn't it?
How exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Hallow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Hallow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Hallow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.
Faster, Highwing! Highwing, go!
A wizard who is being harassed by Hallow. He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Hallow down. We should speak with him together. Meet me at his home.
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
I assume you have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. I'll look after you. Professor Howard will never believe this.
Pressed ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment. Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that. Deke has had a thought. He... Seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deke was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deke knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master, retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave, and Deke knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deke hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deke thought you could test it.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deke. I'll find Tobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deke...
Revelio. Revelio. This must be Tobbs's cave. I suppose I should head inside. Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Tobbs's master is awful. Lumos. Tobbs? Tobbs? Deke sent me. Are you in here? Confringo! Revelio. Incendio! Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Lumos. Confringo. Depulso. Incendio. Lumos. It looks as if Tobbs was here some time ago. He must have headed deeper into the cave. Incendio! Defendo! Glacius! Confringo! Revelio! Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. 8 legs is simply too many. Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Defendo. Glacius. Revelio. That didn't sound particularly reassuring. Confringo. Revelio. 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 Incendio. Revelio. Confringo! Revelio! Oh no. I have a feeling that house elf is Tobbs. Poor Tobbs. Left here alone with the spiders. That table looks familiar. Seems I'm back at the entrance to the cave. I'm back from the cave, Deke.
Wonderful. Deke hopes you gave Deke's best to Tobbs.
I'm sorry to tell you this, Deke, but Tobbs is gone. It seems he was unable to avoid the spiders in the end.
Oh my. Deke was afraid of this, alone in that cave for so long. Oh, poor Tobbs. Deke and Tobbs once shared the same master. When he died, we were separated. Deke always wished Tobbs had been sent to Hogwarts too. Deke feels lucky to serve such kind witches and wizards like you. Deke will miss his friend dearly, and will raise a glass to him with a heavy heart.
I'm truly sorry about your friend, Deke.
Thank you. You are very kind. Deke could use some time alone to think, if that's all right.